abundance in 2021. Hello from San Antonio. This is Siren Tarot. A subscriber requested that I do a pick a card reading on money. So this is about money, prosperity, abundance, your career in 2021. For this reading, there are 4 different piles to choose from. This is pile 1. This is pile 2. This is pile 3. And this is pile 4. Think of gold, think of your currency of choice, think of your checking account, think of your savings account, think of your dream house, think of your dream vehicle, and make your selection. If you chose pile 1, here is your reading. Haven't used this deck in a while. Taurus, the Hierophant. That's a damn good start because Taurus is all about the money. Lupus, 2 of Swords. Fixed Fire, Queen of Wands. That would be Leo. Era, 8 of Wands. Mars, Sagittarius. Bless me, I spent $30 on a pack of Claritin at CVS. The Claritin ain't getting it done. The allergies in San Antonio are ridiculous. Okay, the 6 of Swords. Bless me again. The Hierophant again. 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. I'm going to have to get something for my nose. La Torre, the Tower. Ocho de Bastos, 8 of Wands. Rey de Bastos, King of Wands. El Ermitaño, the Hermit. Nine of Swords, Love will tear us apart, Joy division. Obviously, when I customize these plain cards, I was thinking of my love readings, which is what I mostly do with this channel, is the love readings, because the love readings get the big views. I don't get the good views on the manifestation and money videos. 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Okay, BRB, I have to take care of my dripping nose. Okay. So what I see in 2021 for pile 1 is that for some of you, general reading, pick a card, it's for a vast unseen collective. For some of you, you're going through a very draining divorce. Divorce is never a good time, but some divorces are more draining and problematic than others. When there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of property to divide, when you're sharing joint custody of young children. So I would say for a lot of you who chose pile 1, I'm seeing financial struggles because of a divorce. Also, because your love life is not going to be that gratifying or energetic in 2021, according to these cards, you're going to be putting everything into your career. You will be working overtime. I'm pretty much seeing you going into self-preservation mode, just focusing on yourself, your energy, your health, and working, because the Hermit is not just about spiritual work, it is associated with Virgo. And Virgo is just work, period. Especially the Virgo energy, the Hermit being over 10 of Wands, which although it's fire, it's associated with Capricorn and Saturn. Those are the 2 hardest working signs, arguably, I would say, in the zodiac, Virgo and Capricorn. So you're putting in the hours, you're putting in the time in 2021. I'm not seeing a huge windfall. I'm not seeing outstanding abundance or prosperity. I'm just seeing a lot of work. And you just putting your nose to the proverbial grindstone, doing what's immediately in front of you, and that's how you're going to get through this emotional turmoil in 2021. There could be some travel for work. You could be commuting. I don't know if you make money with your creativity. Some people do. It could be a hobby, but I see you when you're not working, when you're not doing whatever it takes to put food on the table, to pay the rent or the mortgage, whatever. I see you pouring a lot of energy into a creative pursuit. I'm seeing writing because I'm a writer, but it could be writing, it could be art. I'm an artist as well. It could be music. So between your creative pursuit and your work, your mundane work, that's how you're getting through this tumultuous time. 2021 is a 5-year. That indicates instability. 5 is Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo. So I would say the trick for most of us for getting through this chaotic, turbulent 5-year, because the last 5-year we had was 2012. For me, that was a very chaotic, traumatic year. The trick to getting through this is by going into Virgo mode and just doing the work that's immediately in front of you. Taking care of your spiritual hygiene. Finding those Zen moments, being married to the moment, the power of now, Eckhart Tolle. Meditating, when you're cleaning, when you're doing housework, just being there in the moment and not future tripping and not agonizing over what you did or what you could have done or second guessing yourself, just being devoutly married to the moment and just doing the work. You could make money with your creativity, with your writing, music, or art. There could be a creative collaboration with someone. There could be passionate correspondence, not sexual, but something that you're both excited about, a project that you're both excited about. It could be a group of you. You could be putting a zine together or something like that. So I'm not seeing just this amazing, tremendous avalanche of money. I'm just seeing you being rooted in one place. I mean, you could commute, you could travel for work, but being rooted in one place and doing the work that's immediately in front of you, and whatever's going on in your love life, or I'm really seeing a lack of a love life, talking romantic, sexual in 2021. All the energy you would ordinarily put into a romantic sexual relationship, you're pouring it into yourself and your job, your money. Six is Venus. Venus is not just love, it's also money. It's what we value. Taurus. 5, 2 5s. Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. 2, Cancer, the Moon. 7, Neptune, Pisces. The way out of the Neptune fog of delusion and projection is through the Hermit, through Virgo. You want to find that balance. Excuse me. Once I get my new computer and a new webcam, I'm going to start doing more astrology related videos of this channel. And I want to talk about the Pisces-Virgo axis. You know, every sign has an opposite sign, so that's an axis. Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Libra. But Pisces-Virgo is an especially interesting axis because at its highest vibration, the Virgo energy is about being sane, being mentally, spiritually healthy, taking care of yourself, navigating the 3D with confidence and self-respect, dignity. At its lowest vibration, Virgo can be very caustic, very critical, very neurotic, very petty. It can be the harshest critic. Pisces at its highest vibration can really tap into that 5D collective, that understanding that we're all connected. There's no greater than, there's no lesser than. We're all spirits having this human experience. We're all connected. Pisces has that wisdom, that depth of knowing. It's often regarded as the most spiritual sign in the zodiac. At its lowest vibration, Pisces can get caught up in delusion, projection, blurring boundaries, not knowing where you end and someone else begins, not having a strong sense of self. And it's great to have that connection to the 5D, but the truth is we're all in the 3D. And some would argue that. Some would say that since Saturn and Jupiter went into Aquarius, we're all living in the 5D now, but whatever. At its lowest vibration, Pisces is about getting stuck in negative thinking and getting lost in fairy tales with no sense of reality. Jam. Maybe you make your own jam, your own jelly. Maybe you make your own candles. Maybe you sell stuff on Etsy. Yams. young, maybe you start a new diet in 2021. Health is wealth. I make a lot of smoothies. Spinach, raspberries, mangoes, kiwi. Give to yourself in 2021. Don't give to other people until you're absolutely depleted and you resent the other people. You've got to give to yourself first. Meditate. Take sea salt baths. Keep a manifestation journal. Let's see. Hives, allergies. In America, we rely on big pharma entirely too much. Just by changing your diet, just by fasting, you can take care of a lot of stuff. You don't have to have pills for everything, but that's a common delusion in America. And that reliance on big pharma, it's very toxic. Agave. Don't have an N. Maybe you see some initials. So that's what I have for pile 1. Muchas gracias. And if you chose pile 2, I'm going to have to get another towel for my nose. This is ridiculous. The allergies in San Antonio. Summer, Princess of Wands. Mutable Earth, Prince of Pentacles. So that would be Virgo. Just talked a lot about Virgo in the first reading, the first pile. Delphinus, 3 of Pentacles. That's Capricorn. I'm using natural light. It is extremely overcast in San Antonio. Argo, 3 of Cups. Un momento, por favor. Oh, that's attractive. You get to hear Siren Tarot blow her nose. Okay. Three of Swords. Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Siete de Espadas, 7 of Swords. Rey de Oros, King of Pentacles. Siete de Copas, 7 of Cups. El Colgado, the Hanged Man. Six of Cups. Knight of Wands. Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to sneeze. I predict a sneeze. Okay, maybe not. I'm seeing a very complicated relationship. And yes, this is about money, prosperity, abundance, career. But I guess I'm so used to doing relationship readings, the relationship stuff just jumps out at me. And I'm seeing some kind of complicated third-party situation that just jumps out, that's so strong. To have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles twice, Seven of Swords, sneaking around. This is very specific. It's not going to resonate with everyone. That's impossible. This is a pick a card reading. I'm always available for private, in-depth, personal readings. All the information is in the description box. But for some of you, I'm seeing that this relationship, this very imbalanced relationship, is a kind of catalyst, a kind of kick in your ass to really get your career going. The catalyst for me starting this channel, November 2018, was what I thought was a twin flame connection. I'm no longer convinced of that. I no longer really care. I'm not on a twin flame journey. But the catalyst for me starting this channel was a man that I thought was my divine masculine. So something similar could be going on here. This relationship really fuels your fire, and so you start a YouTube channel or a blog, you write a book. If you're a musician, you could record some songs about this mess. But I'm seeing creativity with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, in this context, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I'm seeing money being made through creativity. Three of Swords. Yeah, and it starts with Princess of Wands. Queen of Wands. So the wands are not just about sex, they're also about creativity. Seven of Cups. Your imagination is inflamed by this relationship. This person who probably has strong earth in his or her natal chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. This person serves as your muse. For example, my Capricorn ex was the muse who inspired my novel, Walking the Earth. It may or may not still be at Amazon. I have no idea. I've not checked lately. But I put everything, all the pain and love, desire into that novel. And then my novel, Bullshit Rodeo, the muse for that novel was a Leo soulmate. And I put it all into that book. I'm seeing something similar here. It could be anything creative. It could be writing, music, art, starting a channel. Taking this darkness and finding your light. Shining your light for other people to see. Other people who are stumbling in the dark. You're sharing your light. Lighting the way. You probably have strong fire in your natal chart. I'm seeing Aries, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and or Mercury. I am seeing a lot of money. I am seeing abundance. with that bottom row, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, especially 2 sixes. 6 is not just about love, it's also about money. It's what we value. Venus is the second house, Taurus, and the 7th house, Libra. So you might want to look at your second house, and if it's empty, find the ruler of your second house. What is that aspecting? What's going on with that? For example, Libra is my second house. Okay. I've got Pluto and Uranus in Libra in the second house. The ruler, Venus, is in Aquarius, in the 6th house, the house of Virgo. I just recently got this book on the houses. I'm going to get deeper into it, but what jumped out at me is that having Pluto in the second house, the money house, that indicates that you're going to make money with the parapsychological, the esoteric, the occult, and this is the most money I've ever made in my life, this channel and the private readings I do for clients. Nothing clicked for me in the mundane 3D world. I would get these basic entry-level jobs, call centers, childcare centers. Nothing ever really worked for me. There were too many rules, too many people watching over me. It made me very uncomfortable. All the ego and just the pressure of working in a call center, dealing with customers who are always just negative and unhappy. So, look at your second house. Look at your 7th house. But the 7th house is more about marriage and partnership. The second house really is the money house. That's the one to focus on. 1, Leo, the sun, and 3, Jupiter, Sagittarius. 4, Aquarius. You may make money in a really unusual way. Having a tarot channel, reading for clients, that's definitely unusual in America. And here we have the whole damn alphabet. Sky. You could write poetry. Most people don't make much money with poetry, but we do have Charles Bukowski. He made quite a lot with his poetry and his novels. He was a Virgo. No, he wasn't. He was a Leo. He had Moon in Virgo. Okay. I keep getting Peter. I'm really just bored with Pete and Peter. Pater, that's Latin, isn't it? But you have this queen energy. It's like I have said a few times, a princess is born, a queen is made. No one hands you that crown. You got to fight for it. Warrior queen. You fight for your crown. You fight for your coin. Queen Jane. Queen Jane, approximately, one of my favorite Bob Dylan songs. Great fucking lyrics. Queen Jane, approximately. Vim and vigor. Glam. Maybe you're really glamorous. Maybe you do the makeup tutorials. My nose. God, this is getting on my last nerve. So, I do feel like you're going to gain a lot of ground in 2021. I feel like you're going to come into your power in 2021. I was thinking that 2021 was a dragon year. I don't know where I got that from, but no. 2021 is a metal ox year. So supposedly it's going to be a good year for me because I was born in the year of the ox. I was born in the year of, I think, the wood ox, which I've always thought the ox, that's so boring, you know, but the ox just slowly and steadily gets the job done. There's no glamour to the ox. The dragon is very glamorous. The snake has sexual charisma. The ox is just slow, steady, consistent. You can trust the ox. Glum. I don't see you being glum this year. Even though this relationship looks like some bullshit, I see you rising above the ashes. A brilliant, victorious phoenix. Okay, that is pile 2. If that resonates, please let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Muchas gracias. And if you chose pile 3, we have Andromeda, 9 of Cups, Pisces, Saturn, the World, Air, 10 of Swords, Aquarius, the Star, Seven of Wands, 4 of Wands, Page of Wands, 9 of Wands, flippity-doo-dah. I'm going to go ahead and just take these. Hell, that's the Caballo de Espadas, the Knight of Swords, Soda de Espadas, the Page of Swords, Reina de Oros, Queen of Pentacles, Nueve de Espadas, 9 of Swords, Flippity-doo-dah, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Idiot Wind by Bob Dylan, 4 of Pentacles, King of Wands. I see a lot of struggle for pile 3. You could be having your first Saturn or second Saturn return. If you don't learn the lessons of your first Saturn return, when Saturn comes around again for your second return, which means transiting Saturn will be conjunct where Saturn was when you were born. For example, my Saturn is at 13 degrees Gemini. So, your first Saturn return happens in your late 20s, around 27, 28. I think you're in your 50s for the second Saturn return. So if you don't learn the lessons of your first Saturn return, when it comes around the second time in your 50s, it's going to knock you flat on your ass. It's going to pummel you. It will come at you a lot harder than it did the first time. So, regardless of the astrology, regardless of the transits, if you feel like you've had more than your fair share of setbacks, disappointments, challenges lately, try to do a deep dive and really figure out, why is this stuff happening to you? It's not like you're being singled out. I told my son recently, he's going through a hard time. A lot of people are. You know, he's 13. He has not seen his friends since March. And he's struggling with the big questions, philosophy, religion. And I told him, I said, you have to put things in proper perspective. You are one person. There are billions of people on this planet alone. And we're just one planet in one star system. So, it's not like you're being singled out. So try not to stay in that victim mentality. Try not to wallow in the Four of Cups, which I don't see that here, but the Four of Cups is that energy of just feeling disconnected from the divine and just feeling a lack of gratitude. So try to assess your life, look at any patterns that maybe you've been stuck in, a way of being that you've been stuck in for quite some time, and try to move out of that. Focus on whatever truly makes you feel good. Well, that's how you get into the 5D, is by focusing on what feels good. Feeling gratitude for whatever it is in your life that you can be grateful for. If you have food to eat, if you have shelter, if you have a bed to sleep in at night, that's a lot more than a lot of people have. So you're not homeless, you're not starving. If you have these relationship problems, if the person's not blowing up your phone, if someone is coming in and out of your life and they're very evasive and ambivalent, you can stay stuck in the Nine of Swords. Focus on that. Focus on this person you want who doesn't want you back. Focus on the fact that you're not driving a BMW, or you don't live in a 2-story immaculate house. You don't have a maid who comes and scrubs your floors for you, whatever. You can focus on the shit, the negativity, and you'll stay stuck in that very abysmal loop. So to get out of the loop, focus on whatever it is that's going right. What is good about your life? I've said this numerous times at this channel and with clients. We're all creative. We're all born creators. No, we're not all going to be Picasso or Beethoven or Hemingway, but we're all born creators. We can create something. And that's always pretty consistently worked for me. Whenever my life is shit, or it feels like it's shit, things aren't going right, they're not flowing, I put all the angst, all the anxiety, all the feeling into my manuscripts, my novels, my poetry collections, my art. So, I'm not seeing stability with money. I'm seeing you working and working and working and not getting ahead, having a lot of setbacks. there's potential here. There's potential for you manifesting because we have the World and we do have the Four of Wands. But I feel like the message for pile 3 is you're going to have to find your balance and your stability through fierce independence. Letting that realization really sink in, really hit home, that no one on this planet is responsible for our happiness, our well-being. Our value does not come from the outside. We're not standing around waiting for someone to tell us how valuable we are. We're not waiting around for someone to decide on us. You know, we make the decision ourselves. We decide on ourselves. And that's across the board. That's not just romantic sexual relationships. We determine our value. We determine our worth. If you're in a job, if you're stuck in a job where you don't feel like your worth, your value is being recognized, leave. Get out. Don't be tied to that wheel. I've been there numerous times. I guess I was saying it in pile 2. The most success, the most stability I've found in my life is through this channel and the private readings. Corporate America never did me any favors. I never found success in corporate America. The call centers, the entry-level jobs, waiting tables, none of that ever worked for me. What was that weird sound? Oh my God, that was weird. This is still recording, isn't it? Wow, that was a moment. Okay, so the only way out of the Nine of Swords is through the Four of Swords. Breathing in and out, spiritual hygiene, taking a break from the noise of Facebook, the noise of YouTube, the noise of Instagram, Twitter. It's crazy making to me. All that's going on in the world right now, it just shows up like vomit in my feed at YouTube. I don't do any other social media, just YouTube. And I have a LinkedIn profile. But I don't really want to know what's happening in DC right now. You know, I don't want to know about a bunch of hateful, misguided thugs who are just on this nihilistic spree, you know. I don't want to know about conspiracy theories or fake news or any of that bullshit. I just want to focus on what's immediately in front of me because everything else is crazy making and I can't change it. Me being aware of what's happening in DC right now and what's going on with Biden, Trump, whoever, that knowledge is not serving me in any way. So I'm not a political junkie. I'm not a news junkie. It's noise, it's chaos. I'm choosing something different. I'm studying astrology. I've been studying astrology for decades. I'm getting deeper into it. So I have all these quotes thumbtacked to the wall above my computer because I'm a writer. And there's one about how the only real cure for unhappiness is to learn something new. Just dive into a new discipline. Maybe the message for pile 3 is going back to school. I don't know. Just devoting yourself to a discipline, to a new study. Finding your balance, your peace, getting out of the chaos. It could be that, similar to pile 1, you're going through a divorce or you've had a painful separation and just knocked you flat on your ass. But you don't have to stay in this. You don't have to stay in this. Let this be your focus. What feeds your soul? What nourishes you? Determine your value, your worth. Do whatever feels good. Get into that high vibration of feeling good, feeling alive in your skin, recognizing the value of your life. Value 6. Venus. 4, Aquarius. 2 4s is 8, Capricorn, Saturn, and another 8. Find Saturn in your chart. Find the Capricorn, the 10th house in your chart. So, Gemini is my 10th house. That's the house of Saturn. I've got Saturn in Gemini in the 10th house. My Saturn tightly squares my Mercury in Pisces in the 7th house. So, to me, it's written in the stars. I'm supposed to be a writer. I'm supposed to communicate my truth. But it's not going to be easy. It has not been easy. My path has not been a path of instant gratification, overnight success. I turn 48 next month, and I'm just now gaining traction in the 3D. I'm just now making some kind of headway in my life. So, my first Saturn return knocked me flat on my ass. It was brutal. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, married to my first husband. And my first Saturn return landed me on the psych ward for a week. Not a good time. I expect my second Saturn return in my 50s to go a lot more smoothly. I feel like I have learned the lessons of that first Saturn return. So, Saturn, Capricorn, shadow work. Getting real with yourself, being your own parent, being your own father, being your own mother. Given. Happiness is an option, a great song by the Pet Shop Boys. Great lyrics. Aura, maybe you're an energy worker, maybe you're a healer, maybe you're into Reiki. I never really got into the auras. I don't see people's auras. I've got a lot of earth and air in my natal chart. So, I don't know, but if you chose pile 3, it could be you have this reddish aura, this crimson aura. You might want to focus on your root chakra. Find your stability. You might find some measure of peace in physical activity, running, jogging, yoga. So, that is what I have for pile 3. If that resonates, please let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Muchas gracias. And if you chose pile 4, Leo, strength. Crater, 5 of Wands. Cardinal water, that's Cancer, King of Cups. Working with natural light. LED candles and this ramen candle. It's overcast in San Antonio. Autumn, Princess of Cups. Judgment, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Nueve de Bastos, 9 of Wands, Dos de Oros, 2 of Pentacles, Tres de Bastos, 3 of Wands, El Mago, the Magician, Four of Wands, 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, you prefer working with people. You don't like working alone. But I see you possibly in 2021 being forced to work alone. You could be working in isolation. You could be working from home on your computer and you're not enjoying it. You like being part of a team. You prefer collaboration. You're a people person, is what I'm getting. I can't relate. I can't identify because I'm fine with this quarantine. I'm fine with isolation. I interact with my ex-husband and our son, that's it, and I'm fine with that. But I'm an introvert, and I've been a writer and an artist for decades, so I'm used to being alone. I'm used to working alone. But I'm not getting writer vibes. I'm not getting the vibes of someone who is content to just sit at a computer and put things on Etsy or, I don't know, have a YouTube channel, sell art on Redbubble, sell things on eBay. You want to be around people. And so I see you being just kind of in a low vibration. You're feeling exhausted, psychically exhausted, drained, bored. You want things to change. I'm getting strong Leo vibes. We have Strength as the first card, Leo, and then this Fire. So you could have strong Leo in your natal chart, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. You could also have a packed 5th house. If you have a packed 5th house, you want an audience. So I have Mars, Jupiter, North Node, and Vertex in my 5th house, which is Capricorn. I don't really like being on camera. That's not my comfort zone. The North Node is what you're moving toward in this lifetime. South Node is your comfort zone. So my North Node is in Capricorn, the 5th house. My South Node is in Cancer, the 11th house. So my comfort zone is about kind of hiding in the shadows, baking cookies. But I force myself to do the moon readings and do the occasional webcam video. So you might like being in the spotlight. You probably have strong water in your natal chart as well. One possible astro combo out of many would be Sun and Leo, Cancer rising, Libra moon. Relationships are very important to you. I've never really understood my mother. She's never really understood me. We're two very, very different women. My mom relies on relationships. If she's not around people constantly, she can't access happiness, I guess, if she's not around people. She's been bombarding us with text messages lately. She wants to see my son. She's not seen him in months. Well, she saw him this summer, but I don't operate like that. I don't have to constantly be around people, but everyone's different. There could be some codependency here. You just kind of freak out when you are alone for too long. You're probably on social media a lot. To each their own. I can't do it. I can't do Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. I do YouTube and that's it. So money. I don't see a lot of money in 2021. It's going to be slow and steady. For all four of these piles, I have not seen outrageous fortune. I've not just seen a huge windfall. You could make your money, possibly with some kind of platform. I don't know, maybe you should start a YouTube channel if you don't have one already. With Leo as the first and all this fire, you would have no trouble being in the spotlight. You get a lot of love, but you also get some hate, and that's just part of it. You gotta have a thick skin. Unless you choose to disable the comments and disable the numbers of likes and dislikes, people can do that. You know, you're going to get trolls, you're going to get hate. It's part of it. So you could have a platform, you could be an influencer. I don't feel like 2021 is your year to have just this huge, outrageous success. It's slow and steady. You're working towards something here. You're creating something. I see someone who needs a lot of feedback. You need a lot of reassurance. The trick here is finding your balance, using the time when you are alone, using the time when you're not in a heavy, intense relationship, using that time to write in a manifestation journal, figure out what exactly you want to manifest. Becoming adept at law of attraction. Realizing that the universe does not reward lack. The universe meets us exactly where we're at. And if we're in a poverty consciousness, if we're submerged in lack mentality, we're going to get more lack. So, manifestation. What does the Eight of Pentacles mean to you? In a romantic relationship, when it comes to money, law of attraction is the same across the board. The same principles apply. We determine our value, we determine our worth, and we radiate that to the rest of the world. This is what I think of myself. This is where I set my bar. I will not accept anything less than this amount of love, this amount of attention, this amount of money. So. Wow, this has not happened in a while. What do they call that in poker? A full house? What is that? 4 fours. I mean, 4 fours, 4 twos. 2, 2, 2, 2, 4 twos. What is 2 times 4? It's 8. So I'm seeing the Cancer and Capricorn axis. I was talking about the Pisces, Virgo axis, I think, in the first pile. I'm going to start doing more astrology videos once I get my new computer and my new webcam. I've been reading books, taking notes, so I have a lot to say about how to activate the axis. How do you activate the cardinal axis, the axis of, well, there are two cardinal axes, but how do you activate the Capricorn Cancer axis? Well, as I said, I have my North Node in Capricorn, my South Node in Cancer. South Node in Cancer to me is all about codependency. I do identify as a love addict in recovery. I have 3 exes from 2016 alone. So me being in hermit mode for 4 years, I'm not really feeling any pain. I'm fine with sleeping alone because I was very busy for a very long time. 2 divorces, blah, 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 blah. Capricorn is about being fiercely independent and not compromising yourself. Janis Joplin was a Capricorn. Her famous quote, "Don't compromise yourself, you're all you got." So Capricorn, it's about getting dirty, getting in the arena, getting your hands dirty, doing the damn work. Cancer, you're kind of hiding in the shadows. You're not visible. You're camera shy. You want to just hide in your little cave and bake cookies and, I don't know, make soap to sell on Etsy. So you could be gearing up for the spotlight in 2021. You could be creating a platform, a channel maybe. And you will be successful eventually. Just stick with it. Don't give up. Giving myself a pep talk because I've had success, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Working on it. Genes. Maybe you're researching your genealogy in 2021. My brother did the work at Ancestry.com and found out that we have Creole ancestry. For years, all of our lives, we were told that we had Cherokee on both sides. Come to find out, we don't have any Cherokee ancestry whatsoever. We have Creole. Creole, that's African American with Native American and with French from Louisiana. Our ancestors are from Louisiana, our Creole ancestors. Genes, sane. I see you accumulating wisdom in 2021, and you're going to share that wisdom with others. Maybe you sing. I was on Smule there for a while, that karaoke app, and I just stopped because I wasn't getting any satisfaction from it. And a lot of the current songs I don't really like, most of the current stuff. Okay. There will be snags, there will be bumps on the road. Just keep going. Do not give up. Capricorn never gives up. So that's what I have for pile 4, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.